Tommy Lee Jones is a name that commands respect in Hollywood. An Academy Award-winning actor, he took home the Oscar for Best Supporting Actor for his unforgettable performance in The Fugitive. His career also includes powerful films like In the Valley of Elah, directed by Paul Haggis, and co-starring Charlize Theron and Susan Sarandon. Today, we're taking a deep look at the life of the legendary Tommy Lee Jones, his rise, his impact, and the reasons many believe his story carries a surprisingly sad undertone. So, without further delay, let's dive in. The chances of an alien invasion may be low, but not zero, and if Earth ever needed protection, many would trust Agent K himself. Long before Men in Black, Tommy Lee Jones entered the world on September 15, 1946, born in the oil fields of Texas. From humble beginnings, he would go on to live a life filled with challenge, ambition, and extraordinary achievement. Jones's journey to Hollywood prominence was anything but ordinary. His rise was built on a series of powerful performances, both in front of and behind the camera. His portrayal of Clay Shaw in Oliver Stone's JFK earned him his first Academy Award nomination in 1992, proving early on that he was a force to be reckoned with as a supporting actor. But Jones didn't stop there. Over the years, he showcased remarkable versatility, seamlessly moving between genres. Whether starring alongside Will Smith in blockbuster action films or diving into intense television dramas, he delivered consistently compelling performances. Many know him only as an actor, but that view doesn't tell the full story. Tommy Lee Jones was also a skilled director. Though his directing credits are few, each project left a lasting impression. His 2014 film The Homesman stands as a testament to his talent behind the camera, earning critical praise and cementing his reputation as a true cinematic craftsman. In 1993, Jones claimed his first and only Academy Award for The Fugitive. Though decades have passed, that victory remains one of the brightest jewels in his long list of accomplishments. His influence spans generations. Older audiences admire his contribution to cinematic history, while younger fans recognize him for iconic roles in films like Men in Black. Away from the spotlight, Jones led a deeply private personal life. He was born in San Saba, Texas, and raised in a home that was far from peaceful. His parents' troubled marriage left a lasting impression, something Jones himself later acknowledged. Growing up under that roof may have fueled the determination that pushed him to change his destiny. His early education at St. Mark's School of Texas played a critical role in shaping his future. There, he developed strong academic discipline, became fluent in both English and Spanish, and began laying the groundwork for his eventual success. He also took great pride in his Cherokee heritage, a part of his identity that held deep personal meaning. Unlike many of his peers, Jones was intensely focused from a young age. While others were simply enjoying youth, he was already studying life, discipline, and ambition. His years in high school and college shaped not only his academic and athletic abilities, but also his future as an actor. At St. Mark's, Jones excelled both on stage and on the field. His passion for acting became evident when he took on the lead role in his school's production of A Man for All Seasons. That performance ignited a fire within him, one that would burn brighter than nearly anyone around him. Although details of his high school sports career are limited, his later success as a football player at Harvard University confirmed his deep connection to athletics. And beyond academics and sports, there was something more. An inner drive that ultimately transformed Tommy Lee Jones into the legend the world came to know. Jones's upbringing in Texas played a defining role in shaping who he became. His bond with his Texan roots was deep and unmistakable, something he often spoke about in interviews. He frequently recalled his early days working in the brutal Texas oil fields, earning minimum wage as a young man. Those experiences left a lasting mark on him and helped build the resilience that would later define his career. Jones also embraced traditional Texas culture. He loved rodeos and took pride in participating in classic Texan activities, often sharing stories about how much those experiences meant to him. Texas wasn't just where he came from, it was part of his identity. That drive followed him to Harvard University, where he continued to excel both academically and athletically. As a member of Harvard's freshman football team, Jones demonstrated discipline, strength, and leadership on the field. His performance in the legendary 1968 Harvard-Yale football game made him a campus celebrity and cemented his reputation as a standout athlete. But Jones's college years weren't defined by sports alone. While football sharpened his discipline, theater fed his soul. He became deeply involved in Harvard's dramatic scene, performing in stage productions such as Everyman and Coriolanus, where he captivated audiences and refined his craft. Few people realized at the time just how many talents Jones possessed, but acting was the one he chose to pursue. His passion for the arts extended well beyond the stage. Jones was a member of Harvard's prestigious Signet Society, an elite group dedicated to literature and the arts. His academic focus reflected that commitment, culminating in a senior thesis that explored the works of Flannery O'Connor and the influence of Catholicism on her writing. After graduating from Harvard in 1969, Jones faced a defining crossroads. Gifted in athletics, literature, and performance, he ultimately chose acting and committed to it fully. That decision would change his life forever. His rise was swift. In 1970, Jones made his film debut in Love Story. Soon after, he landed a role on Broadway, just 10 days after moving to New York City. For a newcomer, this level of success was almost unheard of. It wasn't luck. It was talent, discipline, and presence. Before long, Jones had established himself as an actor with undeniable gravity. Industry insiders began to view him as a sure bet, someone whose involvement almost guaranteed success. And they weren't wrong. Nearly every project he touched resonated with audiences. His performance in JFK, 1991, earned him widespread acclaim, followed by his Oscar-winning role in The Fugitive, 1993. His ascent didn't slow. In 2007, he delivered a powerful leading performance in the Valley of Elah, and in 2012, he once again earned praise for his supporting role in Lincoln. Across more than 85 films, Jones consistently won over audiences with his intensity, precision, and commanding presence. Early in his career, it became clear that Tommy Lee Jones carried an influence few actors ever achieve. With a single role, he could shift trends, elevate projects, and redefine expectations. That was the legend of Tommy Lee Jones. Jones was also known for his openness and willingness to collaborate in unexpected ways. One of his most meaningful professional relationships was with Samuel L. Jackson. Their collaborations reflected more than shared screen time. They revealed a deep mutual respect and artistic bond. Their work together in films like Rules of Engagement and The Sunset Limited showcased that connection. In 2011, Jones directed The Sunset Limited for HBO and personally chose Jackson to star alongside him. The project was a powerful two-man performance that received critical acclaim and demonstrated Jones's admiration for Jackson's exceptional talent. Their partnership extended beyond the screen, rooted in trust, respect, and shared artistic vision. The chemistry they displayed wasn't manufactured, it was earned. Jones held similar admiration for Will Smith, often describing him as one of the kindest and most professional actors he had ever worked with. Their collaboration in the Men in Black franchise became iconic, combining Jones's sharp intensity with Smith's charisma and humor. Together, they created a cultural phenomenon. The success of Men in Black didn't just solidify their status as action stars, it proved their ability to bring something truly unique to the screen. Jones's appreciation for Smith's talent highlighted his ability to recognize greatness in others. Tommy Lee Jones's straightforward nature, combined with his sharp eye for talent, made him one of the most respected collaborators in Hollywood. His relationships with actors like Samuel L. Jackson and Will Smith went far beyond professionalism. They reflected genuine respect, trust, and artistic partnership. Tommy Lee Jones's magnetic presence and timeless charisma left a lasting impression on nearly everyone he encountered. One clear example of this influence came during his time at Harvard, where fellow student and writer Eric Siegel drew inspiration from Jones when creating a character for one of his books. That decision alone speaks volumes about the impact Tommy had on those around him, even in his early years. Known for being both warm and uncompromising, Jones possessed a strong personality that occasionally created tension in both his personal and professional relationships. His first marriage, to actress and writer Catherine Lardner, lasted 7 years, from 1971 to 1978. Though the marriage ended in divorce, it revealed Jones's genuine desire to build a stable family life. In 1981, he tried again, marrying Kimberly Clough. Together, they built a long-lasting partnership and welcomed 2 children, Austin and Victoria. Their marriage endured for nearly 2 decades before ending in 1996. Given his parents' troubled relationship, some felt Jones carried an unspoken fear that lasting love might always remain out of reach. Still, he refused to give up. His romantic journey took a final turn when he met Dawn Laurel, a gifted photographer with whom he formed a deep and meaningful bond. Taking their time, the two eventually married in 2001. Their relationship proved to be his most enduring, surpassing all previous marriages and standing strong for decades. While his personal life experienced highs and lows, Jones's professional relationships were often just as intense, sometimes even volatile. His time working on Batman Forever alongside Jim Carrey became particularly infamous. Jones's straightforward demeanor and difficulty adjusting to Carrey's exaggerated comedic style reportedly led to tension on set. Carrey later recounted a blunt encounter in which Jones openly expressed his dislike, highlighting a clash of personalities that became Hollywood lore. This blunt honesty wasn't limited to fellow actors. Jones was equally unfiltered with journalists. Unafraid to speak his mind, he often clashed with interviewers whose questions he found shallow or intrusive. While this made him a difficult subject for the press, it also reinforced his reputation for authenticity. His honesty could be sharp, but it was unmistakably real. Despite these challenges, Jones maintained deep admiration and respect for select colleagues, particularly Samuel L. Jackson and Will Smith. His collaborations with Jackson, as discussed earlier, reflected a bond rooted in mutual respect and artistic trust, one that extended far beyond contractual obligation. Both in front of and behind the camera, Tommy Lee Jones left an undeniable mark on the film industry. As a director, he completed 3 feature films, including The Homesman in 2014. Each project demonstrated his refined storytelling instincts and strong creative vision, earning critical recognition and further proving his versatility as a filmmaker. Still, it was his acting career that truly defined his legacy. His journey toward Oscar recognition began in 1992 with his first nomination for Best Supporting Actor for portraying Clay Shaw in Oliver Stone's JFK. That nomination marked a turning point, pushing him firmly into Hollywood's upper echelon. From there, accolades followed steadily. Jones became known as a sure thing, an actor whose presence elevated every project. His range was extraordinary. He moved effortlessly between genres, shifting from political dramas like JFK and Lincoln to action thrillers like The Fugitive. In one film, he embodied authority and restraint. In another, he defended Earth from alien threats as the iconic Agent K in Men in Black, never wrinkling his suit. Beyond acting awards, Jones achieved global recognition through his long-running association with Boss Coffee. Beginning in 2006, his role as the face of the brand made him immensely popular in Japan, further cementing his status as an international icon. Today, Tommy Lee Jones stands as a 74-year-old living legend with a net worth exceeding $100 million. Yet behind the fame and fortune lies a life marked by hardship, grueling labor in oil fields, fractured marriages, professional conflicts, and personal loss. His divorces, in particular, weighed heavily on him, both emotionally and professionally. And still, he endured. Through every setback, Jones persevered, delivering some of the most unforgettable performances in cinematic history. His journey proves that greatness is not born from ease, but forged through struggle. No matter how difficult his life became, the legacy of Tommy Lee Jones as an actor, a director, and a force of nature will never fade.